The ways that Native Americans of North America, and specifically the tribes of the state of Minnesota, have contributed to American society is extensive. For the purposes of this short lesson, we will take a glance at a few categories of influence and zoom in on a few Minnesota-specific influences. We must give credit and gratitude to the indigenous tribes that have made such an impact and all the difference in life as we know it today in Minnesota and around the United States of America and even worldwide. We will touch on some of the key contributions they have made in the areas of foods, clothing, economy, and gaming. The first area we see the Native American influence is in the foods we eat today. Foods that are native and have been grown and used since before the first immigrants came to the Americas. Many of these foods provide a balanced and healthy diet and have enhanced the colorful variety of foods eaten around the globe. So what are some of your favorite foods? Just think for a moment. Tonight while I was working on this lesson, I was eating chips and salsa, one of my favorite snacks. And I was hoping that one night this week I could have one of my fall favorites, which is chicken and wild rice soup. I was also thinking about breakfast, and I would love to have some pancakes with pure maple syrup. Well, thanks to Native Americans, I have access to many of the ingredients needed to make these foods. Some staple foods we can say we got from the Native Americans were things like potatoes, corn, tomatoes. From potatoes, we can make potato chips and French fries. From corn, we can make chips and popcorn. We make salsa and sauces from tomatoes. And squash and pumpkins are very popular this time of year in Minnesota for fall recipes. Native Americans cultivated and adapted foods from those that were once growing wild, and through experimentation, they have domesticated many of these crops. Native American farmers have been at the forefront of breakthroughs in farming genetics and have been more successful than any others around the world. Foods have made their way to our tables in America, but have impacted foods on the tables of peoples worldwide. I read that approximately 60% of the food upon which the world's population depends was developed centuries ago by American Indian agrarians who domesticated these crops and included things like 6 species of maize, 5 major species of beans, and some of the other things that we already mentioned. The Lakota Sioux tribe and other indigenous tribes of the northern plains ate something called pemmican, which was a mixture of fat and protein and included a mixture of berries. Berries are rich in antioxidants, and they were added especially for a wedding ceremony. Chokeberries and other berries like blueberries are full of antioxidants, and Native Americans are given credit for discovering and using over 47 types of berries. Antioxidants are good for us. They prevent cells from damage, reduce the risk of heart disease, and other chronic diseases. So specifically looking at Minnesota, the Ojibwe have always hunted and fished, made maple sugar and syrup, and harvested wild rice. And we see the maple syrup is something that Ojibwe would boil down after they collected the sap, and other tribal ancestors did this as well. One author described maple syrup as a unique ingredient, smooth and silky textured with a sweet, distinctive flavor. Hints of caramel with overtones of toffee will not do, and a rare color, amber set alight. Maple flavor is, well, maple flavor, uniquely different from any other. So maple syrup contains some minerals and antioxidants. There's some calcium, potassium, iron, zinc, manganese, and there is still sugar in maple syrup, but it would raise the blood sugar more slowly than regular sugar, so is a little bit of a better alternative. Wild rice is native to the Great Lakes region and northern Minnesota specifically. Wild rice might be called the caviar of grains, but wild rice is actually the seeds of wetland grass. It's high in carbohydrates and protein. Antioxidants are also high. It's low in fat, and it's gluten-free. It's typically used as a substitute for potatoes or rice